Hello people at Facebook, and thank you for joining us for another One Flavor 5 Ways demonstration from LorAnn Oils, where we show you how to make simple, quick recipes using LorAnn flavorings. Today we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day with some chocolate mint patties, and we're going to be using LorAnn's creme de menthe flavor to give it a really nice minty flavor. This is our finished product right here. I'm actually going to take one and break it open for you so that you can see the inside. Inside there it's this really nice minty green, which symbolizes the spirit of the Irish, and on the outside it's this delicious dark chocolate that just symbolizes the love that everyone has for chocolate. It's a super simple, no-bake recipe. It won't end in disaster. As we already know, enough people lose control on St. Patrick's Day. We want something super simple and easy. So let's get started and take a look at our ingredients. 1/3 cup of light corn syrup, 5 tablespoons of butter softened, so you'll just want to take it out of the fridge a little early to get it to room temperature, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 pound of dark chocolate candy coating that you're going to melt in a little bit, 4 cups of powdered sugar, a few drops of green food coloring. We're using LorAnn Oils food coloring. You just want to give it that nice minty color. And then the master of ceremonies, which is of course LorAnn Oils super strength creme de menthe flavor. Just a few drops of this is going to give you that really refreshing minty flavor. It's going to complement the chocolate perfectly. So let's get started mixing our wet ingredients. I'm going to take my light corn syrup. We're just going to drop that in there. And I'm going to be using my stand mixer here to get this all nice and integrated together. I'm going to use my salt, my butter, and 1 teaspoon of the creme de menthe flavor. Oh, it smells so good. So refreshing. Ooh, it's even a pretty green color. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay. Don't want to waste a drop there. Okay. So now I'm going to put this right into my mixer here. And we're going to drop this down, and we're just going to mix on medium just to get it nice and smooth and mixed together before we start adding in our powdered sugar. Let's get it going here. It does the work for you. It's so nice. All right, it's looking really good. Give it another second here. All right, perfect. Okay, now we're going to start adding in our powdered sugar, and we're just going to do this a little bit at a time. And what I like to do is I like to take a cup and just kind of grab a good cup of powdered sugar there. You might make a little mess, that's okay, no big deal. And then I just like to spoon in a little bit at a time as I mix. So I'm going to turn this on, turn it on low so you don't make a giant billowy mess. And this will take some time, it's okay, have a little patience, it'll go quickly. It's better to do it a little bit at a time and make a little mess than it is to add it all in at once and not have a good consistent dough. We'll let that mix a bit. Add a little more. You don't want to rush it. I just want to let it get nice and mixed in. We're looking for a pie kind of dough consistency, something that we can mold and roll. All right, a little more. Pretty powerful mixer, so it can handle all this powdered sugar. Put that whole cup in there. All right, so there's one. And you know what, sometimes what you might have to do is even take a little spatula, turn your mixer off for a bit, open her up. You might just need to scrape down the sides a little bit. I've got some powdered sugar kind of stuck to the side. You want to get all of that in there. So I'm just going to kind of scrape that down, get it in the bowl. That's better. Just set it aside, then we start again. I can kind of smell the mint and the sweet. It's really, really good. Consistency's looking good. I'm just going to keep adding. Just like that, we're about halfway done. Fill up another cup here. Again, don't rush it, no need, just take your time. All right, getting nice and thick in there now. again, I'm just going to pause it again and just kind of scrape some of the sugar down from the side. And you can kind of see it's starting to look very dough-like now. It's looking really good. We just want to make sure we get all of that sugar incorporated. Okay. And we're back at it. If it starts to get a little clumpy, don't get scared, it's okay. It'll come together. All right. You know what, we're getting to the bottom of it. I can just take my bowl. I'm just gonna kind of start to spoon a little bit in at a time just till we get to the end here. Okay, so I have all that in there now. It's looking really good. It's getting really nicely incorporated. And next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my food coloring. I'm just gonna add a few drops to kind of see what color I get, let it mix a bit, add a few more if I need it. So we're gonna start mixing again. There we go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, let's try 4 and see how that does. We want just a really nice kind of pastel green for that minty color. I think we're gonna need a few more drops. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Let's see how that does. And my mixer's probably not going to get all this color incorporated. I'll take it out in just a moment and kind of mix it in a little bit better so we get a nice consistent color throughout the dough. Okay, that color is looking really good. So I'm going to clear a little space here. Give myself some room to start rolling. Kind of see the consistency of my dough here. So, you can kind of start to see it's like a nice minty green, really, really moldable. I'm going to kind of work some of the color in a little bit more. Let's bring it all over here, get it all together. And we're just going to kind of work at it a little bit. We're just going to kind of work some of the color in. Nice light pastel green we were talking about. It smells so good, super refreshing. It's going to be so tasty with that dark chocolate. And our next step is we're going to start rolling these into little like 1 inch in diameter balls. We're going to kind of flatten them down a bit, and I'll show you how to do that next. The color is coming together really nicely. All right, that looks really good. So our next step, I'm going to get some wax paper so I have somewhere to kind of set all of my little mints here. And we're just going to take a little bit at a time. You don't need much, maybe that much there. I'm just going to kind of roll it into a nice little ball. I have to do a little pinching to get it to a nice shape. It's going to look a little shiny. That's from the corn syrup, but that's just the consistency you want. So I'm just going to roll a few of these out. See how we do this here, super simple. Just grab a little bit. If you start to get a little too big, you can just take a little bit out. You can always come back for it later. Okay, you get the idea. Super simple, just kind of roll them into a ball. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flatten them down a bit. And just take a nice little simple glass, just take the bottom of it. You don't have to push real hard, just kind of give it a little bit of pressure. You might have to peel it from the bottom of your glass there, but you're just going to get a nice flat little patty like that. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Okay, so now we have our nice little flat patties. And instead of you watching me do this whole ball of dough, I had my leprechauns make me a whole tray. So I'm going to kind of clear space here so I can work. Scoot everything over just a bit. Out of the way. There they are, looking lovely. And my leprechauns also melted me some chocolate. So I've got that here as well. And our next step is going to be, I'm going to actually take each patty and dip them in the chocolate, kind of tap them off a little bit, and then grab them off the fork. So using a fork is easiest just because some of the chocolate can then drip off. So just kind of use your fingers. Again, these have been in the fridge. They've been, kind of chilling for a while. They're nice and firm. So now we can kind of dip these right into the chocolate there. Kind of flip them over, get them nice and coated. And kind of grab them out with the fork. Let a little bit drip off as much as you can there. And then we're just gonna kind of let gravity kind of pull it right off for me, just like that. Really simple. We'll do another one. Got our patty, we drop it right in the chocolate there, get it nice and coated. Let it drip a bit. You want a nice ratio of chocolate to mint, not too much. And then again, we're just gonna kind of let gravity do its job. The worst comes to worst, you can just always kind of let it fall off. Do it just one more time. Super simple, drop your patty in, give it a little flip in the chocolate hot tub here. Get a little bit of the excess off, and then we'll drop it back on our tray. Slides right off, really nice. All right, there you have it. Super simple recipe, great combination of mint and chocolate. Again, that mint flavor coming from the LorAnn Oils creme de menthe flavoring. Super delicious, great little treat to bring to any St. Patrick's Day celebration at the office, at school, wherever you may end up this St. Patrick's Day. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you want to see other One Flavor 5 Ways content, we have a ton of it. We have great recipes using cotton candy, bourbon, chai tea. Go to oneflavor5ways.com. See you next time, and happy baking.